This isn't your typical DUI hearing. Today, we're stepping inside Judge Simpson's courtroom for a case that starts with a simple bond violation, but quickly turns into something much deeper. Kamar Reed, just 21 years old, stands accused of operating while intoxicated, but what unfolds is a raw and emotional glimpse into how unprocessed grief can derail a promising life. She pleads guilty, openly admits to drinking, and seems ready to accept responsibility. But then, the judge peels back the layers. We learn about her father's death, her academic setbacks, her struggles with therapy, and the courtroom becomes more than a place of punishment. It becomes a space for truth, healing, and maybe redemption. What will Judge Simpson decide? Jail time, compassion, or both? Stick around because this case is about to get real and you won't want to miss a second. Here's a quick legal breakdown for those following along. Kamar Reed is pleading guilty to operating while intoxicated, misdemeanor in Michigan. That means she's waiving her right to a trial and accepting responsibility outright. The judge outlines potential penalties up to 93 days in jail, $500 in fines, community service, vehicle immobilization, and even paying for emergency services if applicable. This kind of clear breakdown is standard in plea hearings. What's key here? The court ensures she's not being coerced and that she fully understands her rights and consequences. No surprises, just the system doing its due diligence. But now that the legal boxes are checked, the emotional truth starts coming out. Keep watching because we're about to move from courtroom procedure to personal revelation.
You're saying you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Yes.
Of your own free will?
Yes.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
November 27, 2024, location of Carpenter near Chester Drive in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
All right. Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicated?
Yes.
What did you have and how much?
I had a couple of seltzers.
Seltzers? All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped by the police.
Why'd they stop you?
My lights were off.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes.
Were you taken to the station?
Yes.
Was there a blood draw or a blood test?
Both.
Blood draw?
Yes.
All right. What were the results of that blood draw?
I would stipulate for the plea, it was a .09 blood test.
You have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No.
No? All right. I do have to advise you that if I do accept your plea, if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of the plea and your time of sentencing, that any evaluation or sentence agreement, the court would not be bound by. You understand that?
Yes.
I also would have to indicate that if you do commit misconduct during that period, you would also not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
Counsel, I guess the first question is, have there been any promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea which have not been stated on the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And has the court complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Your Honor, I would say for the record, just so it's clear, the stop happened just after midnight. So the stop for no headlights is a valid stop. I think we could stipulate that it was dark outside. Other than that, I'm satisfied.
We're satisfied as well, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be July 9, 2025 at what time? 9 a.m. All right. Either as to bond, but as to the violation.
For the violation first, Your Honor, my client would waive her right to a hearing and be prepared to admit to drinking and ready to do that this morning.
All right. And that is correct, ma'am?
Yes.
You're waiving your right to a hearing?
Yes.
And you do admit Have you seen the violation report, ma'am?
No.
Okay, your counsel went through it with you, however.
Yes.
All right. And that there were on June 13, 2025, that you were drinking.
Yes.
Very good. Court will accept that admission. How long have you been in?
Turned herself in yesterday morning. Is that what time is it?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. yesterday morning.
All right. How old are you, young man?
20,
How old are you?
21.
Where were you drinking?
Sorry.
This moment hits hard. Kamar reveals her father passed away when she was just 18, and you can almost feel the courtroom shift. Her voice cracks. She admits she didn't handle the grief well and began drinking heavily. You might be wondering, why is this relevant in a DUI case? The answer lies in mitigating factors. Judges often look beyond the charge to understand why a defendant made certain choices. And here, Judge Simpson is connecting the dots between trauma, unresolved emotions, and reckless behavior. It's heartbreaking, Rand, very real. Question for you. If you were the judge, would this backstory make you more lenient? Or is accountability still the top priority?
Looking back on it, when you were drinking a lot, what do you think would happen for you? Probably don't know how to answer that question. I mean, That's a tough question, isn't it? Suffice it to say, young lady, it would kind of make you forget and have the pain go away a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you in school?
Yes. I'm supposed to go back next semester.
Did you finish up this semester?
No.
What happened?
I stopped attending my classes, so I had to withdraw.
Where were you in school?
It's my sophomore year,
At what school?
Eastern Michigan.
So when your dad passed away, had you already enrolled in school?
Yes.
And you made it through how many semesters after that?
2, and then I took a gap year, and then I went back.
Those 2 semesters that you took, how were your grades?
They were pretty good. I think I had a 3.2, 3.5.
Okay. You took the gap year, then you came back. How were your grades?
Okay, I think I had like a 2.
Pardon?
I think I had a 2.8 when I came back.
Where'd you graduate high school?
In high school.
Okay. Did you do well there? You got siblings?
I have a twin brother.
You have a twin brother.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
So mom in the corner of the courtroom.
Mom's on? Oh, okay. All right. So what do you think I should do with you? Well, before you answer that, let me ask you this. As you were going along struggling, trying to deal with your father's passing and things, did you let your mom know?
A little, but
Pardon?
a little, but not as serious as it had gotten, I don't think.
What about your brother?
I think he noticed.
You think he noticed?
Yeah.
Probably because he's your brother and also a twin. He probably did. Probably felt it. Did you reach out to anybody?
I've been seeing a therapist weekly.
All right. Now I'll get back to you. What do you think I ought to do with you?
Sure, I guess whatever punishment fits.
Give you a chance to prove you can stay sober.
Yeah. A chance to prove I could stay sober, I think.
You think you can?
Yes.
That wasn't real confident the way you said that.
I want to. And I think that I can.
Young lady, why do you think I asked you all of those questions?
See why I did it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Here's the thing that you don't understand and are just beginning to kind of explore. Grief is a horrible thing in a lot of ways. It becomes real bad if you don't deal with it. It kind of just sits there, and then at some point, while you try to sort of bottle it up and push it down, it somehow or another just all of a sudden begins to explode. Right? And then at some point, because you're not dealing with it, you're kind of out of control. And then it becomes harder. At the beginning, you probably could have told somebody, but by that time, you don't tell anybody because it becomes hard to explain. Right? And it becomes real difficult to, no matter how close somebody is, even talk to anybody because they're not, you don't know if they're going to listen or they're going to take the time to listen. And the reality of all of that is what you want is you just want that hurt and other things to disappear. Right? Were you close to your dad?
Yeah.
Something's gonna. I'm gonna guess, but I know I'm right because I'm always right. But I'm gonna guess that you were daddy. All right. more than anything, and I'm going to tell you, I don't always talk about myself, but I'm going to tell you why I asked the question. Here I sit all these years later. I lost my dad when I was 16. So when I'm asking you those questions about grief, I get it. Okay. I'm going to let you know that if you find a way to kind of deal with it, you're going to make it through it. Okay. I didn't know your dad, but I can almost bet that he'd want you to make it through. He wouldn't want you trying to do this, trying to deal with all of this on your own. Okay. So in the interim, how am I going to keep you sober? You, young lady, there's just right now, and partially because of the age you are, partially because of what you've been dealing with, a lot of things in life are real confusing right now, right? You're not sure the next step that you're taking, what direction that's going to head or what you're going to do, right? Okay, here's a suggestion I'm going to make to you. I want you to take whatever steps you're taking slow. I'm watching your mother over there. She's goosenecking trying to look over Miss Pilara's head, but your brother has been. You were?
Yes.
Okay, so how long have you been doing that?
I was seeing one for, I've been seeing her for like 7 years, and then I've been seeing one who specializes in grief for the last 3 months, I think.
Okay, so something that you started heading in that direction dealing with her. Okay. How's that working for you?
It's going okay. I think I've been thinking about seeing someone else.
Pardon?
I've been thinking about seeing someone else. I don't know if it's a good fit.
Okay, so your therapist might not be fitting with you, right? Okay.